has turned our community around.
Yes, he has.
And
yes, he has.
in a little bit, we're going to get him to take a picture of the proclamation there that we just got from City of Houston.
Sylvester Turner.
Sylvester Turner. A few months ago, we got this proclamation, and we're going to be asking Pastor Wolf to put it up in the City Hall for us.
Yes.
And that's another thing. But we just thank God for Pastor Wolf. He's made a great mayor. He's a great mayor. And you can speak on him sometime.
Yeah, he is. I know. Yesterday, like I always seen him in passing, spoke to him because him and my daddy are good friends from them growing up together. Mm-hmm. So I never really just knew him. But yesterday when he gave that word, baby, you could tell me I ain't know that man.
All right there.
He spoke to me yesterday. So tell it but don't complain.
Yeah. Yes.
Tell it but don't complain. Always be grateful.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
So anyway, but I just like to say I am proud to be able. I wear my NASA cap here. You see me wearing my NASA cap.
I see y'all wearing them all the time.
Yeah, we wear them all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, different colors and what have you.
Yes.
It makes me proud to even be associated with the NASA organization. Right now, we bank with NASA Federal Credit Union.
Yes, we do.
There were a lot of benefits we got by just working for NASA and working with NASA, and as working one of the top levels of scientific level of NASA. And I'm a shoe shine guy.
Yeah.
I mean.
But when you got favor, you can't.
But when you got favor,
you got favor.
God can take you from the least. He said He takes the.
You don't need the education.
You don't need it.
People go pay.
That's it.
The thousands of dollars. Because you got favor. That's already done.
But you got favor.
You don't got that. You don't have to have that education. But guess what? We gonna still need you to come, and we gonna still pay you the same amount that the person that has the degree made, because you got favor.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna tell you this. Another part that I feel like you gonna get, but you already got your blessings. You gonna continue to get them from because you did your part as a husband. You encouraged your wife to go get her education. You know what I'm saying? You paid for it.
Yes, he did.
You know what I'm saying? You did what you were supposed to do as a husband. So because you were faithful and you played your role, you gonna get.
God's gonna bless
God
you.
got you. He got you.
He got you.
It's
He got you.
Yes,
he got you. Because if it had not been for this man, I would not have got 1 degree. And I give God the glory because he always encouraged me to get my education. You know, a lot of men don't want their wives more educated than them.
They don't want them to be smarter than them.
They
don't want them to make more money than them. They don't want them to know too much more. Now she gonna leave me. That's how it goes.
Exactly. And I thank God for him because he encouraged me in every endeavor I went into. I mean, even when I went to Texas A&M to get my PhD degree, I had to drive backwards and forward. And that drive just, it just threw me out that day. The first day, I said, honey, I can't do it. I can't take the drive. He said, Alice, if you do it, I drive you every day. This man drove me every day. Not one day, but every day.
I quit my shoe shine job so I could drive her.
Back and
then
forth.
I went up there to Bryant County Station and had this big bank up there. And I went up and I told the guy, and he was in his people was in the state legislature, and so we had kind of kindling relationship. And I said, hey man, I got a shoe shine standing. My wife is going to Texas A&M for my PhD. Would it be okay for me to bring my? He said, bring it in.
There you go.
And now I'm back up in College Station at the
shining
shoes. And on my way to NASA.
On your way to NASA.
On my way to NASA.
Come on here. Look at God. Look at God. God is just
God takes the least to confound the wise. That's what he specializes in taking us from a zero
to a
making
hero.
us to a
Let
hero.
me tell you something too. And there's plenty of people that's going to be listening to this that needed to hear this type of encouragement.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's testimony. Y'all got to get it.
Hey,
you know?
That's it.
You got to give it.
You got to give it.
And God gets all the glory.
Yes. He gives all the glory. All the glory.
You know how it makes me feel sometimes to tell people I'm a retired NASA research scientist. That just rolls off my lips so quick.
Yes.
What do you do? I'm a NASA daughter, retired space flight
engineer.
Working with my wife, an engineer. My wife has a PhD in mechanical engineering and material science
Yes,
and engineering.
And see, that's the kind of pull that I want. When somebody want me, you gotta want me bad enough to want the person that's with me.
Come on here, girl. Say that.
Like
say that.
That's man. That's so
I will
live.
not walk into a
That is
pulpit
so live.
in anywhere in America.
Listen
And
to
I
me,
will
man.
not walk into a pulpit anywhere in America if she can't walk with me.
Exactly.
That's it.
And I've sit in Washington D.C.'s pulpit where the president
Yes,
is. When
yes.
we work for NASA, NASA sent us to Congress to stand before Congress, the two
Yes,
of us,
yes.
to speak on the behalf of budget constraints, and also to go to the church services where the presidents of the United States go on Sunday. And guess what? They bought me up front. Now hearing him say,
And him said they don't even acknowledge you.
they don't even acknowledge me. You know,
That's
it's
it.
awesome.
That's
It's funny
it.
how, but the
Yeah.
Bible speaking
Yeah,
that.
so
Yeah.
what we gonna do too is these people ain't.
I know.
I ain't trying to knock my people because I'm here. I love my town.
Right,
you feel
right.
me?
We love
But it's some people who got some messed up ways. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
it. Exactly.
And they love to go off of your past, honey.
That's it.
You going off of my past, and I don't even remember most of the things
I don't
from
even
my
remember.
past.
Come on
You
here.
know what I'm saying? So, and then too, once you got your relationship with God, once you renew that relationship with God, everybody already has a relationship.
Right.
It's
Yes,
up to you
yes.
to even
And I also
acknowledge it.
like to encourage young women
Yes.
to get their education. Because
your
you know what?
education.
I was 55 years old.
When you
Talk to me
started
now.
working on
When
it,
I started working on my PhD.
And
And then hold on. See, now you about to make me go to the end of the chair. So you was 55 years old before you started
working
Working on my
working
PhD.
on your degree.
That's it.
How old
On
were
her
you when you
PhD.
got it? On your
58,
PhD.
3 years. She got it in
3 years.
Okay.
58.
What?
3
she
years.
got a PhD from
In-
Texas
okay.
A&M
In 3 years.
In 3 years.
Yes.
Okay, back though. When did you start working for NASA? At what
In
age?
2007.
2007.
We were 58 years old.
58 years old.
58 years old.
You went to work with NASA when you were
58 years
That's
old.
correct. That's correct.
God is awesome.
That's it. God is awesome.
God
Come
But
on,
what I'm
man.
saying is, I just want to encourage young people
Yes.
that it's never too late.
Never
Too
too
late.
late.
You can get your education anytime.
Every-
Just put your
anytime.
mind to it.
Let me tell you what my wife did. My
It's
wife.
better though to go on and get it while you younger.
Say
Take
that,
it from
say that.
somebody who's been
That's
there
right.
and should have actually went to college and decided to go
That's
later.
right,
And
that's
have
right.
kids and whoop. Long
That's
story
it.
short, but when God got something for you, it's
Come on
for
here.
you regardless.
That's it.
But you don't even need. He already got it in you, so go on and
Yeah.
get it while you got it
While
in
you
you.
got
and
it
don't
in
wait
you.
on him to give it to you.
Come on
Let
here.
me tell you what my wife did one time. My wife, there was a lady who dropped out of high school in the 8th grade. She got pregnant.
Uh-huh.
And she stayed out of school 10, 12 years. And one day she got just fed up with her lifestyle, picking up pecans and this.
Yes,
and so she
yes.
told my wife, she said, I want to go back to school. I need to get my GED. Will you help me? And Alice said, well, yeah, I can help you if that's what you want to
That's
do.
what you want to do.
That kid went and got her high school diploma, her GED, and never been to high school a day in
In
her
her
life.
life. That's right.
When she gets her GED, she looks at my wife. She said, you know what? She said, I want to be like you. My wife said, well, what you mean? She said, I want to go to college. She said, baby, that's a good idea, but you ain't never been. I'm thinking in my head, she ain't never been to high school a day in her
No.
life.
Mm-mm.
No algebra, no trigonometry,
That's right.
no geometry.
That's right. That's
but
right.
my wife done walked her through the process, and I wasn't thinking about it. And she said, I want to go get in mechanical engineering just like you.
She called her.
And Alice said, you want it? She said, if you help me for one semester, and go, once I enroll in mechanical engineering, she said, I think I can do it on my own. For about 3 weeks, Alice helped her. The next thing we hear, this girl is walking through Purdue A&M University with a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. Never been to high school.
Never been to high school. Never had any algebra. Never had any trigonometry.
She self-taught. My wife taught her at the kitchen
Say it
table.
again.
Favor.
Alice taught her at the kitchen table, and
That's right.
boy, look at here. She just blossomed. Today, she works for Atlanta, Georgia,
For EPA.
EPA, as one of their senior engineers.
That's right.
Never been to high school a day in her life.
Look at God.
I tell you.
That's why I run with this girl.
Yeah.
This girl got me with
Listen.
technology on the moon.
I'm about to run with her too, y'all.
All right, all
Keep
right.
me with a stick for
Up
her.
in
All right
here.
then. All right.
I'm telling you.
Up in here.
I know, but I'm trying to be it, and I
Yes,
already
yes.
know that you can't soar with eagles, hanging with the chicken and the
Come
pigeons
on
and
here.
the buzzards.
Girl,
and the-
you preaching now.
So therefore, I mean, I already don't have no friends really. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I just talk to my little family. Half of them fool with me because you already know how they go too. So
What a friend we
y'all,
have in
hey,
Jesus.
Yes,
and that's
yes.
the only one that I needed for a
All
long time.
our
But he done
sins
pointed me
are
over here with y'all. Y'all gonna have to go home. Go home. I'm have chewing over here and everything.
So you can
Go
folks.
home.
That's right.
You like back at home.
That's right. You
Right,
kinfolk.
right,
We can't get rid of
You
kinfolk.
were, you were called for things such as
Yes,
this.
yes, you
almost
were.
over
Yes,
and back in 1912. We
Yes.
didn't even see. We wasn't even
Yeah,
here.
That's right.
I was our
Parents
great
here.
great great grandparents,
Mhm.
and this
Yeah.
thing has matriculated down
Yes,
to us now,
yes,
and it's
yes.
for us to carry it on.
Yes, it is.
To
Yes,
just
it
hear
is.
me sit up here and enunciate that your great 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 grandfather pictures in the state capitol in Austin, first black legislature of Texas, it ought to give you cheese.
It
That's
do
right.
like every time
They
you
give
say
you
that, I'll be
cheese.
like, hold on, wait a minute. See?
Yes,
and
yes.
that's crazy because lack of knowledge is the reason why
That's
most
lack
of us
of
don't
knowledge.
succeed.
That
because
is true.
We
That
only
is true.
seen the drug dealing and the
That's
That's
it.
right.
prostitution area.
That's
and
right.
We only seen these people doing those type of things. I seen my mama
Okay.
get her education.
Okay.
Right.
And then going straight from high school, and she basically teaching herself medical coding and billing, and she has
Okay.
her own business. She does
Okay.
business management.
That's what
She
I'm
does
talking
contract.
about. That's
Now I
good.
see my mama do that, but I know that it had to come from somewhere.
Yes.
You know what
Yes,
I'm
it
saying?
does. Yes,
like
it
it
does.
had
It's
to
in the
come from
genes.
somewhere.
It's in the
It's
Like
genes.
it's in the
girl.
DNA.
in the-
Okay.
That's it.
I can share something with you. I'm going to be very quick with this. In 1912, they bought slaves to Jamestown, Virginia, to just see as a test model how they would work. They bought just a little group, 80, 90, 100, 200. And what they did, they started putting them into the system to see how could they transform if they were formidable, if they could work with them.
Mm-hmm.
And after about 80 years, this certain group of blacks who wasn't introduced to slavery,
Yeah.
because the other slaves came after, once they made the introduction to see that they could fit into society, they became blacksmiths, they became farm equipment builders, they became very renowned.
Right.
This is before the United States, this is before the 13th original colonies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now they are formulating to see how can they put these people and see if they worth even fooling with. These people became so renowned, this group of slaves,
Mm-hmm.
until they prepped them about 50 years later and say, "Hey man, y'all are some unique people.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we set up our own system here?"
Right.
Since this is before the 13 original colonies now.
Mm-hmm.
And said, why don't we govern ourselves where England is keep paying taxes? Why don't y'all never thought about running for government? And they talked to these black people and gave them enough encouragement that they could run and set up their government. The first black president of the United States, and you can
John
Google his
Hanson.
name. Listen at this
Yes,
girl.
yes, you
And
got it.
John Hanson.
John
Yeah.
Hanson.
Your people was affiliated with him. See, when George Washington defeated them and they had to disperse, they came into Texas, all
That's
around in
right.
the South, and
That's
started
it.
setting up the educational system.
Mm-hmm.
That's how my
why
great grandfather.
Grandview started.
Cuss your
Come
mouth.
on here. You're
Okay.
on it.
You're in on the ground level,
You're
girl.
on it.
Yes.
These are our folks that came in and instituted
Hold on.
education.
So listen, but you know what? I was just having that talk with some people the other day at work, and they was like, all the black people that came that they brought to the United States weren't brought here as slaves.
You're right. You're right.
You out
You
of that
are
group.
That's the difference in the workers and
That's-
the bosses.
that's-
That's it. You're right.
You're out of that group.
You're
girl.
right. You're out of that
the
group.
elite group of people.
Yes. Yes.
The first
Okay,
black
yeah.
legislature of
I-
Texas.
Y'all better maybe get. I don't know what's going on. Give me another one.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
So this is who we are,
yes.
and
yes.
we are here to make a
And that's crazy
into
too.
history.
Because if you don't know, and
That's
if
it.
nobody ever tells you,
That's right.
you gonna always say, "Well, shit, I come from a slave. Let me go
That's
slave
right.
at
That's
this
right.
job.
That's
Let me
it.
go work over here."
Yeah.
Not never thinking, but let me start my
Yeah.
own business. Let me-
Maybe I didn't come from slavery.
Yes,
Because
yes.
all of us didn't come from slavery.
All of
But
us did.
look, I tell you what, I know it had to be something. That's why I was always starting some kind of business.
Come on here. That's it.
You.
I done had a cleaning business.
That's
I done
it.
got my radio station
Come
now.
on here.
And I'm just yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to get you to set up a radio station for us, too.
Oh, that's great.
Online radio station.
That's great.
You can set it up under your 501.